point, I reckon.
Right, so that there be no assumption, right? If we are not sure, ask each other a question, right? We can't go by assumption. So you think you can apply those tools towards our conversation this afternoon?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if Esther would like to continue with her story, right, then we know then what is behind it. Would you please continue, Esther?
The thing is, if we don't have a grandchild, in Chinese culture, the children look after their elderly. Now, when I get old, I would like to think that Kairos would be kind enough to consider his mother, and I could live maybe in a granny flat at your place. But then the question comes up, if Kairos gets old, who's going to look after him?
Okay.
So that's why one of the reasons why I would like a grandchild, and it will carry on Timothy's line.
Okay.
Yeah, it's parents and grandparents are respected very highly, and it's not uncommon for them to talk to the children and say, we would like some grandchildren. I would help you look after them. It wouldn't have to be all your job, because that's the way it goes in China. It's a family thing. Family raises, the extended family raises a child. That's where I'm coming from.
Yeah. I understand.
So Jody, Anna, what did you hear Esther say?
Well, I didn't actually know about, a family raising a child. I didn't realise, that was something that was actually practiced so strongly in China. So I can hear you saying, it's very important that for all of the hard work that Timothy did, and for the sake of respecting him and for bringing fulfillment to all of the things you probably thought about your whole life, about having grandchildren and raising them in a family, I understand why that's important to you. Does that sound like what you were trying to tell me?
Yes, you're coming from the right idea.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, well thank you Anna for that. Now Anna, please tell us your story.
Well, when I first met Kairos, we had a discussion about what we both kind of wanted in life. So I was very young in my nursing career then, and I said to him that I wanted to progress in my career, and I've got lots of other goals, like I wanted to travel and all that. And I made it quite clear to him that I didn't want to rush into having kids. So as we've stayed together and as we've gotten married, we've kind of discussed it more, and we're both in agreement that for now we don't want kids, if ever. I've progressed in my nursing career. He's progressed in his law career as well. We both work full-time. I'm a shift worker. So we both have a lot of priority on our careers at the moment. We've also discussed, we want to travel more. It's difficult to travel when you have children. A lot of people say that, oh no, it's fine, you can still do it, but you can't take your children and climb mountains with them. It's just not safe. We're both quite into fitness as well. Like I have goals. I want to be able to do triathlons, and I can't train when I'm pregnant, and then when I'm trying to look after an infant, you can't train like you need to. So for me, like having children, it's not helping us achieve our goals. We're not doing the things that we want out of life. It's not a big desire that we have. We'd rather, I suppose, tick things off the bucket list
Right.
than have kids.
Sure, sure. And that, of course, is important to you.
It's very important to us,
Very
yeah.
important to you.
Yeah.
And of course, it is important to Esther Lee to have grandkids.
Yeah.
Now, Esther Lee, tell us, what did you hear Anna say?
She's got other priorities over and above beyond having children.
Yeah.
And I find that very hard to take.
I feel for you. I understand that. That's, you've got your heart set on having grandchildren, and they have their heart set on not having grandchildren at the moment.
Is there any possibility further down the track you might change your mind?
For now, we've made like a 10-year plan, which involves a lot of the priorities that I've just shared. Maybe after the 10 years there could be a discussion about it, but for now, probably no.
What a pity.
Right, now, what I would like for you to do, ladies, is if I can interest you in that, the tools that I just taught you, right, I would like you to take it home as homework, if you're interested in doing that.
Yeah.
So, usually, like I said earlier, use those skills on somebody else as well. Listen to the person and listen to each other. Give each other the opportunity to share and listen and repeat what you think the person is saying, so that you understand exactly what the other person is saying without assumption, etc., etc. And be respectful, be flexible, etc. And also, what I would like, if possible, if you both could come again together next week Friday, right, about 12 o'clock, same time as you've come today. And I would like you to just consider over the next 7 days, right, how would I feel if I would be in the other person's shoes.
Okay.
Right? You at your young age, right, you've got your goals, you've got your life to live, right? And you got to think then, right? So we're going to put it in as a role play next week, right? How do I feel as Esther Lee does? Who wants children? Esther Lee, what I would like you to do is I would like for you to think of how Anna feels, right? Then you pretend as if you're still young, and how do you feel, or what do you think when you are in her shoes? Right? So that is what I would like for you both to consider. Right? If that is okay with you, if that is the case, then we will meet again then, say, next Friday at 12 lunchtime.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming, ladies, and
That's okay.
at least you've heard each other's story.
Yeah.
Right? You've got something to consider, something to think about, and something to take home.
So it looks like we'll have a few more sessions.
They probably will have a few more sessions. I may have you separate, if that's okay with you,
Sure.
from Esther Lee.